Welcome. I'm Father Kevin, and this is Alert to Good News. Here's a video reflection on the Word on the Gospel for the 28th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Happy Columbus Day weekend. Columbus was a 15th century daring-do, skilled navigator. He left Europe and found America with no GPS, no newfangled applications, and imagine that. In today's high-tech world, I read about a contractor who renovated a church at no charge on one condition, that the pastor never intrude until it was done. The pastor was then astounded to see only one pew, but when people filled it, another pew appeared electronically and another as needed. No empty seats. The pastor went to the pulpit and began to practice his homily. Some minutes later, he suddenly disappeared beneath the floor. He emerged and asked, "What happened?" The contractor explained, "A trapdoor opens after 8 minutes. Enough is enough." And that's a lesson for preachers. Today's reading brings us hardships and healing. In the gospel, Jesus heals 10 people of leprosy, but only one, a foreigner, returns to give thanks to God. I would like to speak about a person who is grateful to God for the many blessings God bestowed upon him, especially the gift of faith. John Henry Naaman, whose feast day we celebrate today, October 9. Naaman entered Oxford University at age 15, a child genius. It would be like entering Harvard at 15, and eventually served as vicar of the university's Anglican Church for 17 years. He published 8 volumes of sermons, a study in Christian spirituality. The high point was his influential role in the Oxford movement, an effort to return to the sources of our faith, the Bible, the sacraments, early belief statements, authority in the church, and apostolic succession. Naaman's research eventually convinced him that Rome was the home of the true church of Jesus Christ. The fullness of Jesus Christ dwelt within the Catholic Church. In 1845, he was received into the Catholic Church. He founded oratory houses and then served as rector of the Catholic University of Ireland, which inspired his landmark book, The Idea of a University. Naaman wrote 40 books and 21,000 letters that survive. Well known are his autobiography and his essay on the development of Christian doctrine, describing the continuity between what was revealed and believed in first century Christianity and what is believed now. Belief statements tried to capture, but never fully, the inexhaustible reality of the God-man. Hence, Christianity must develop, and there must be an authority on such development. Naaman was a supporter of Christian unity at a time when religious bigotry was commonplace. After all Christians believe that there is one faith, one Lord, one baptism. He was a pioneer in emphasizing the role of the laity. That's you and I. Revelation is a person, Jesus Christ. Everything God did for Jesus, he wants to do for us. God reveals himself to us in Jesus. And we describe this revelation in belief statements. For example, the Nicene Creed that we profess Sunday after Sunday. The Eucharist is the summit toward which the activity of the church is directed, and the font from which all power or grace flows. In the Eucharist, we encounter Jesus Christ gloriously alive, sacramentally. And from this powerful font, we go forth to serve the Lord in our everyday lives. We are the eyes and ears and voice and feet of Jesus Christ. I highlight very briefly Naaman's poem, The Pillar of the Cloud, written while he recovered from a severe illness. And here is a recognizable verse. And some victims of Hurricane Ian may pray it as they move forward. Lead kindly light amid the encircling gloom. Lead thou me on. The night is dark, and I am far from home. Lead thou me on. Keep thou my feet. I do not ask to see the distant scene. One step enough for me. So long your power has blessed me. Sure, it still will lead me on into God's eternal light. And may the light of Jesus Christ lead us on into our eternal dwelling place. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and may you always be alert to good news. Thank you for watching this video. You can see more videos here or simply subscribe by hitting the button below.